Hi, this is Becky Ivins with Movers Real Estate. Thanks for tuning in to my video blog. Today we're going to talk about appraisals. First of all, what is an appraisal? An appraisal is a value set on a property by a licensed appraiser. There is a difference between a market analysis, which is done by typically a real estate agent, and an appraisal, which is set forth by a licensed appraiser. There's a board of appraisers. They have to be licensed. They have to keep up their continuing education. And they base their appraisal on values of similar properties within a certain geographic area, and typically a very tight geographic area around the subject property. The values are adjusted according to the square footage, the size of the lot, the number of garages, number of bathrooms, age of the property, things like that. There are values that can be set on each of these factors. Sometimes people wonder, well, how does the appraisal process actually work? That changed a lot just a few years ago. Typically in years past, and most of you who are following a video blog of me know I've sold real estate for well over 30 years. And it used to be that sometimes the realtor could even choose who appraised the property. It's much more regulated now. So there is typically a third-party appraisal company that the lender hires to assign to appraise the property. Therefore, it's an arm's length transaction. There's no undue pressure put on the appraiser to establish the value. How does the appraisal affect the buyer? Well, if the property appraises for less than the amount that the buyer offered and the seller accepted the contract purchase price, you cannot borrow as much money as you typically need to get your mortgage. So it's real important that your realtor do a really good market value on that property before you even order the appraisal. How does the appraisal affect the seller? Well, the seller can sell their property for any amount. Doesn't matter what it appraises for. But that's if you can find a cash buyer willing to pay any amount. Typically, buyers need mortgages. When you need a mortgage, the property has to appraise for enough value to support the purchase price. If the appraiser can't justify that value in the marketplace, then the seller typically will have to reduce the price of the house. The buyer will have to come up with the extra amount in cash, or there's a compromise somewhere in between. Failure to do any of those three things will result in the contract busting out, and the buyer goes and finds another house. The seller finds a different buyer willing to typically pay a little bit more than appraisal price. Thanks for watching my video blog. If you have a question for me, please do send it to me, Becky at BeckyIvins.com, or call my office, 722-3232. If you're looking to buy a house or you're looking to sell real estate, I'd like to hear from you. Again, just give me a call, 722-3232.